So folks, it looks like the Sony Spider-Verse might be ending soon. For a long time, Sony has been making movies about characters related to Spider-Man like Venom and Morbius, but this movie didn't include Spider-Man himself. And without him, they haven't been doing as well as they hoped. Even the Venom The Last Dance was the same thing before trailer showed the Knull in it. The Knull was kind of look promising, so people look after it at this point. But for the rest of the movies in the Spider-Verse, which is about the Sony, it's the same thing. And at this point, it seems like Sony might finally realize that their universe of Spider-Man characters isn't working as it planned. People want Spider-Man, and without him, it's hard to make this movie feel complete. Another thing to think about is that Marvel Studio does Spider-Man much better than Sony. When Spider-Man appears in Marvel movies like Avengers Endgame or Spider-Man No Way Home, fans love it. Those movies make a lot of money. And people say that Marvel understands the character of Spider-Man better, so it seems like Sony might be looking at the new plan. Instead of trying to make their own universe work without Spider-Man, they could join forces with Marvel. This could mean that Sony Spider-Verse or the Spider-Man Sony universe might come to an end soon, but this doesn't mean the characters will disappear. Instead, the idea is that Sony's universe could merge with the Marvel's universe. Basically, Sony Spider-Man movies could become part of larger Marvel Cinematic Universe, or better say MCU, which includes the Avengers, the X-Men, and all the other Marvel heroes. This has already happened with the X-Men. The old X-Men movies, like the ones with Wolverine, are part of the MCU, even though they take the place in different universes. The same thing could happen with the Venom and other Sony characters. They would exist, but they would now be part of larger multiverse that Marvel is building. And if I want to be like more specific, just why is this happening now? Well, recently there have been talks between Marvel Studio and Sony about Spider-Man. Insiders like people from My Time to Shine, Hello, and Daniel RPK said that we might get 2 more Spider-Man movies than expected. If this is true, it means that Sony is willing to give Marvel more control over Spider-Man. This is great news for fans because it means we'll see more Spider-Man in Marvel movies. There are also rumors that Spider-Man is going to become one of the main faces in the MCU moving forward. He's already important in the current multiverse saga, which includes movies like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but he could also be more important after big 3 movies like Secret Wars, when characters like X-Men and Fantastic Four join the MCU. One exciting thing is that Venom might also be part of this future. Imagine Spider-Man and Venom teaming up to fight big villain together like Knull. In the last video we discussed about it. If they really want to go the way it's expected to be, like Venom end up in the MCU in the post-credit scene of Venom The Last Dance, we can see this team up in the future Spider-Man movie. But in the end, we don't know much about the plot of Spider-Man 4. But there are rumors, as I said, that could be some multiversal movie. Basically, it's coming between Avengers, Doomsday, Avengers, Secret Wars. So, maybe we may get that. But here's where it gets real interesting. The main villain of Venom 3, as we mentioned earlier, is the character named Knull. Knull is god of symbiotes, which are the alien creatures that Venom comes from. Knull is incredibly powerful. He's even fought and killed the Celestials. Many people wonder how Venom and Eddie Pryor could ever defeat someone as strong as Knull. It doesn't seem possible. So basically, my theory about this, as I mentioned earlier, like due to the couple of actual leaks and insiders we had in the past few weeks, I gotta tell ya, my theory is like in the end of Venom 3, Knull will destroy the entire Sony Spider-Man universe. This will cause an incursion, a big event where one universe crashes into the other. This would make a Sony universe collapse, but Venom, Knull, and maybe few other characters could survive and end up in the MCU. This would be a Marvel's way of merging Sony's character with their own universe. If this happens, it's really clever way for Marvel to take control of Sony's Spider-Man characters. Sony can still make money from the movies, but Marvel would be the one who's making the stories. This is what basically fans wanted for a long time, since we got that special movie like Madame Web or like Morbius. Morbius wasn't that bad, but Madame Web was just something about terrible. So this will be a like really big deal for fans. Basically, they really want this. I would really like, as a fan, like I really want this to happen. This will be something great. Imagine we have Craven trying to hunt the Spider-Man. We have a like Vulture enter everyone in the MCU without even guessing which universe this is. Like, oh, we will like just say, okay, I hope Spider-Man appears in this movie. Nah, this will be a straightforward Spider-Man movie fighting this Sinister Six and stuff like that. You know, this is some great stuff we are talking about right now. If this deal goes well, it will be perfect. Marvel has already done something similar with Spider-Man. Sony still owns the right to Spider-Man, but they let Marvel use the character in the movies like Avengers Endgame and Spider-Man No Way Home now. It seems like Marvel wants to do a same thing with the Venom, Knull, and Spider-Man, actually characters like Kraven and the rest, as I said. This will be great for everyone involved. Sony makes money, Marvel makes better movies, and the fans get to see Spider-Man and Venom in the same universe. Imagine the kind of stories Marvel could tell with Venom, Spider-Man, and maybe even the X-Men or Fantastic Four. So, what do you think about this? Like, what does all this mean for the future? To me, it looks like Sony's Spider-Man universe might be coming to an end, but that's not a bad thing at this point. It just means those characters are moving to MCU, where they can be a part of even bigger stories. Fans have been wanting this for years. And if these rumors are true, we could really see it happen. And like, this is just some big deal, you know. This is just perfect. I'm really excited for this. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And as always, if I didn't mention anything in this video that you know it, just comment below. See you next time.
What is that?
1300 AD, they called this man the hero from the sky. He was prophesied to have destroyed the evil